There we go. Now I hear myself. I think we good, Dr. Drip. Let's see. Just a couple minutes. There is our guest.
What's up, bro? How's it going? How's it going, everybody?
Good afternoon, Jay. Here, just give me one moment. Just
Gotcha.
doing some final things to set up.
I gotcha. Cool, cool.
There we go. How are you, Jay?
How's it going? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Do you have your coffee with you?
Somewhat, yeah. Iced coffee. Got some breakfast earlier. Got some cool place
Nice.
down here. I'm in Tampa, Florida, by the way.
Oh, you're in Tampa? Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm in Florida as well. I'm down in Naples.
Oh, did you get hit bad? Hurricane and
Um,
stuff.
Luckily I'm a little bit more inland, but like the city of Naples was pretty bad.
Oh man.
A lot. I have friends that have actually got their houses fully destroyed due to it.
Oh man. That's crazy. And on the side, I'm an insurance agent too. So a lot of that stuff. I don't want to say I deal with it every day, but a lot of that stuff is like I know insurance is important for that stuff,
I mean,
especially climate change and all that stuff. Like,
I bet you're hearing like a lot due to like the hurricane still, like some claims and whatnot. People approaching you.
well, like I'm not in claims, but because right now I just do like flood insurance, but I do like we'll talk to people. Like sometimes I'll get customers that are they have like an existing claim and they're just still working on that. I deal with the situations too much, but it's still like still something I hear about. I
Yep,
just know
yep.
that stuff's scary, man. I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
that stuff. Cause I
uh,
was scared. I'm like, oh man, if this hurricane hits, I'm like, cause I don't really like I don't own a home. I have an apartment. I'm on the second floor, but I don't care about my furniture and all that stuff. I just care about my computer, or or at most my hard drive.
yes, exactly. Like that was me the entire time. Like I was like, well, if this hurricane hits pretty hard, like kind of Irma actually like hit my area pretty directly, and that was like the thing. It's like, okay, so if we're gonna be floating, I want my ledger and I want all my seed phrase to be safe.
Exactly.
My computer,
Bro, I'll just
please
leave, man. I just care about the hard drive. That's all I need. That's my life right now.
take the hard drive and run.
Well, I guess I can put everything on Google Drive, some type of like, you know, everything cloud thing, but that's another conversation.
Yep, I understand. Welcome, Canessa. Hello, Art. Hey, Josh, and hello, Alpha. Welcome, guys. Um, oh, it seems to I seem to have left my notes over in my room. Just 1 second. All right, I am back. And Jay, it's so nice to meet you. I think I do recall kind of like one of our first encounters. I believe it was through a Twitter space that I may have popped into and introduced myself.
It was actually, I don't know if it was, I think I was just browsing Twitch. I typed into Centraland. Either that or I think I found you in the Centraland. Either way, but you helped me out a little bit.
Oh,
But I know I was on Twitch. I think it was on Twitch
how
mostly.
how long ago? I think this may have been like probably like a week before the music festival.
I think so. 'Cause this is when I
Okay.
was just like finding out about like a lot of stuff, and I still am, to be honest.
Yes, now I remember. Now I remember. Actually, Canessa and I may have sent some wearables your way.
Like, so dude, I don't really know a lot about this intro. I'm trying to, let me see here. So I haven't been on it in a while since it was just up until recently. I started like hopping back into this because basically I want to get more involved in my music in the Switzerland in regards to like performances, things like that. And I am planning something out soon, but also want to basically planning out like an NFT like collection drop just for like my older music and then things I have releasing in the future. But also just want to get involved, man. You know,
I feel that. Here, how about we can start off by like, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your musical background.
yeah. I'm JdaFlame. I started off primarily as a producer. I've been producing for 10 years. I haven't really released any music. More so, I've just been doing it because well, I do love it, but was just more so just working on my craft. I did release an EP slash album 2 years ago, and then did like a couple collabs with other people featuring. And the EP I released, it was self-produced by me, and then I rapped on it as well. I kind of just started rapping recently. Um, I'm still looking to work with people music-wise, either production or featuring or just anything. I'm always just down to collab. Um, but also getting the live performance set up straight. Probably January. I would say it's probably like February or March. Um, I'm looking to get into the live performance on the Central End and maybe perhaps any other metaverses as well. Because I
Oh,
kind of have like a, if there is for that, I don't know. I just know about the Central End to be honest, man. But also because I have like a, how should I explain it? Apart from the music, I do have like a, I guess a visual type of idea for things. Because I'm also like I'm not like a good programmer, but am working on gonna start working on like a maybe like a JdaFlame like side scroller game or something that can be like combined with the music that I make to kind of make it more, I would say, a give more like art visual side to things, like a more of a like an experience as opposed to just listening to the music as well.
that's awesome. And like, how far back in your life does your fascination in music date?
I mean, when I was a kid, I do remember even like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. I do remember just like there was beats in my head, and I'm like, I just remember thinking like, oh, this could be a song, wow. But I was like obsessed with like Michael Jackson. Like my uncle had like a, he used to record like Michael Jackson videos that were like on MTV in the '90s because he was obsessed with Michael Jackson. So I'll just like watch that all day. But I think at that point that's when I kind of noticed I had like a love for music because I was like buying CDs at like a in kindergarten. Like I helped my mom take me to the CD store buy CDs or at Target or Walmart, and just I used to listen to it in depth. And I think that from that point on, I think it wasn't until middle school or something that's when I got FL Studio from YouTube, from cracked version. I know I don't advocate cracking plugins, but that's when I started making music there, middle school, and then over time just got better. I'm interested in like multiple genres of music too, so I have issues with sticking to one genre. So like I'm doing rap right now, but I got a lot of EDM, I got a lot of house songs or futuristic trap songs that I want to release too as well, just to kind of give more, how should I explain it? Express myself more than just like what rap music is, because I just have so many different interests. Even like like classical music, movie soundtracks, like John Williams, things like that as well. Like I had a huge obsession with the Star Wars music. I used to just listen to that.
I heard movie soundtracks, and I know of a friend that might be interested in that sector of music. So maybe this individual might send you a message one day to kind of
Okay.
reach out for your work. And I remember that you kind of like mentioned that you want to get into into Decentraland and mainly like perform on Decentraland, and that is like amazing because this morning I woke up and I just started looking through all your work that you have on YouTube, and I had a vision, and that vision was of you performing on Decentraland, like, and I even had the venue in mind already of like of that would be perfect. So I and I'm kind
Okay.
of happy. So I mean, as far as like let's say capabilities, like computer capabilities, like you're good running Decentraland, correct?
Yeah, like I run it on desktop. I don't run it on, like when I first got into it, I was on browser and it was kind of a little bit laggy. It's a lot better on desktop. I play Overwatch, so my computer can handle that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You
But
you
in
have a good
regards to,
PC.
yeah, I mean, it's not good. In regards to streaming it, I don't know if I should explain it. I will just have to test that out.
I mean, as long as your computer can run OBS, then you should be good.
Okay. Do I just need
So
one PC?
okay, so the
'Cause I,
okay, my way of streaming is like I stream my browser, which has like a million tabs as well, and as well as like streaming. So that seems to be fine for me at a with a 1080 graphics card and a what is it 87 i7 CPU. But I mean like definitely I have seen like some, let's say, DJs in on Decentraland. Like I have seen them use one PC for their DJing, and then their let's say a laptop on the side for either talking to chat. But it all comes down to just trying out. We're all still learning in the space, so definitely if you ever want to sit down with me and see if you know your hardware can be on the central end, and you can do a performance on the same device. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
always
I'm
open to
down.
that.
I mean, I got friends too that were willing to help me out with their computers and stuff. I'm more so, not just that. I got to worry about because I need to get a mic as well. I have studio mic, but I want to get more of like a performance mic, or I might not really need that. Um, and then yeah, it was just the computer part. To be honest, I have Streamlabs OBS. I have a regular OBS as well. I know Streamlabs OBS takes like a bit more CPU power, so I can still try either one. I like Streamlabs because Streamlabs has like the built-in stuff,
Hmm.
but it's
Yeah,
not a big deal.
I think you might be able to run just fine. What are the specs for your computer?
Yeah, let me find out. I did just get like wasn't a major upgrade, but like I got 16 gigs of RAM. But give me 1 second. I don't really even know these days.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, 1 second.
And while we wait,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for popping up. Hello, Scott. Welcome, Penguin Fight Club. This is one of our weekly shows for Decentraland and mainly Web3. So yeah, if you ever are curious.
Yeah, I got an i5 7500 CPU, and then for the graphics card, just open up. I got an AMD. I got a Radeon RX 580. So it's better than mine. Last time I had a, what was it, 1050 Ti. Now I have a RX 580, which is a little bit better. CPU, I got an i5 7500. So I think it should be good, but like the times I did try to stream Overwatch, it was lagging a little bit. It wasn't lagging a little bit, it was lagging a lot. Like I can still stream it, but it wasn't playable for like good gameplay. But for this, for me, I also just need to figure out setting up the auto tune live, just for the performance as well. Like having like a live auto tune setup, and then I might need a mic, performance mic, like a SM58. I'm not sure, but anyone, I mean, if anyone else here performed, I'd like to know like how their setup was.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we'll have to set you up with someone on the back end for the back end stuff. I think I might have someone that could help you, at least as far as auto-tune goes. Do you play any instruments, Jay?
No, not like I have a piano. I play that sometimes, but I'm not like a advanced pianist by any means. It's just more so just simple melodies.
Just dabble.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've been telling myself I need to like start getting up every day, play like 30 minutes of piano. But I just sometimes I do it, and sometimes I don't. A lot of my music is just all made in Ableton, and then I used to play violin like back in the day. What kind of stuff with that?
Oh man, I definitely the violin is one of my favorite instruments to listen to. Anytime that I see a violinist on Twitch, I just always have to stop by and listen, just in case they are hyper talented, which most of them are. Like violin seems to be like one of those instruments that are hard to even get started with.
I'd say like soon like I know for me, at the beginning like violin, it was all like how you like how should I explain it? Like at the beginning, it just sounded like crap. I remember when I first started, it's like really screechy. But then when you get like the actual strokes down right, you can make some good music. But I like it. You know, I like more so like orchestras, like a group of violinists, because I think that sounds amazing. But yeah, I like violin. I like harps. I don't know how to play harp. I never played harps, but I love harps a lot. Pianos as well, because I like a lot of like anime OST music.
Ooh, can I recommend a Twitch streamer for kind of like anime background music, piano basically? Hakume. I've been trying to get her to notice me like for the last couple months. Try to get her on the metaverse, and she doesn't bat an eye. Not yet, at least.
Not for sure. I'll check them out for sure.
Yeah, she's pretty sick. She has a pretty lively Spotify and whatnot. How long have you been in the NFT space, Jay?
I've been actually just following it, reading about it, kind of just when like the year COVID came, like the middle of that year. Like I've just been. It was when I first saw the EDM producer DJ named Three Lau. I don't even know if that's how his name is pronounced, but he did like an NFT drop, and I was interested in that. And then, cause I, and then I just been mostly just following like artists, things like that. Of course, because I do talk about this with my friends, but a lot of them they kind of have like a bad impression on NFTs just for what they have for because what you see in like the media and all of that, how they're always like posting, oh, like even like FTX stuff, like they see stuff like that and automatically like a lot of people I know basically think it's a scam. But on the internet, things like that, you talk to people on there, and it's just there's I like to me it's like a new thing, um, just emerging world. There's still more to come. I liked it for music artists as well, because the music artists I've seen, I felt like they received more. I don't want to say, well, yeah, more respect, but it seems like they like if people like your music, they're willing to support you and stuff like that. And I thought NFTs were a good way for that. Um, just because there's more to it than just putting your music on like Spotify, Apple Music. You can create these collections. You can create like these rare music things that only certain people can get. Of course, you can always be ripped put on YouTube, but to me, it's more of like a having like you can create like a fan base that actually like respects your music, and that's how I look at it. Like there's people in this Web3 world, specifically with music, that are willing to like support artists they like and things
Yep,
like
yep.
that. And I do like I did have like ideas myself. Like I saw Porter Robinson. He did like a live show on a like in browser though. It was like he made like a video game just for his. Not, I don't want to say it's a video game, but he just made a world just for his show that was on the browser. So I thought that was cool as well. And I think there's lots of things you can do with it with music, and NFTs that can be really beneficial and fun as well.
Yep, yeah, most definitely. NFTs provide that personal connection between the artist and the buyer because you have control on how, let's say, the limit, and even just how if you do have like a NFT collection or like a music NFT collection with a lot of copies, you're basically forming a community around that, and the Web3 scene, culture seems to be kind of like the place for it. And so I was digging through your YouTube, and I mean, like I said, I enjoyed your music a lot, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about "Flying Like a Dove."
Yeah, Flying Like a Dove. That's my first EP. I mean, it's all produced by me. Um, I would say like with the 6 tracks, it was like the first time I started doing vocals, first time I started rapping, and this is also the first time like I started going to like an actual studio to record my music. And basically, I made all this music, and I got these the 5 6 songs that are on the album. Um, I would say like in regards to the recording process, I did learn a lot there. I made some mistakes. Like I went to a studio. The engineer was kind of, I should explain it. He didn't really do a lot of work, and then for the songs, and there are obvious mistakes. And it's my first time, so I don't know if I myself was like overreacting or overthinking about certain things, or if it was truly just like the engineer. So I did get like half of those songs recorded there, but I kept going back because there were like little things off, like the bass was too loud, or the snare was too low. And yeah, just going back, I was kind of wasting my money as well. And then it wasn't until I found another studio called Grand Bay and recorded the rest of the songs there, and then the engineer mixed and mastered the songs really well. Because I'm not in the studio like at a professional studios. I'm not there like some rappers there for like 12 hours a day, um, multiple days out the week. This is me more so just I'm on a budget. I still got 9 to 5 job. I'm on a budget, just going when I can. And then it got to a point because I was really trying to, because at the time I did release it the year of COVID, and I was trying to plan out like some type of NFT release for that. But honestly, I'm kind of I need to kind of stop this too, a perfectionist, and I wanted it to be done a certain way. But it just didn't go about. So I just still ended up releasing just to have like some music out. But kind of want to just bring like I don't know if you'll consider it like a new sound, but it is a sound of mine that I like a lot. Just like a kind of like a poppy, electronic, kind of, I don't want to say too futuristic vibes, but that's what I was basically trying to bring. And then something like music that can motivate people, make people happy. I didn't want to bring too, like negative stuff in, but I do want to bring like lit hype stuff, if you get what I mean. And then yeah, like the cover as well, because I like that a lot. I did work with an artist for that. Like I like anime, so I wanted like an anime style cover, because I also wanted to just like JdaFlame have that like as a character. Because like going back to the NFTs, I know it's kind of off topic, but like the Flying Like a Dove, I wanted to have like a little comic manga thing to release of like the NFT, like have like one episode release and have like music go to it as well, just to add more of a story and brand behind JdaFlame and the music as well. Because I'm gonna end up I may re-release the Flying Like a Dove album just to have like a bit more, just to get it out there more and then put it more in front of people. Because even though it's like, I would came out 2020, I would still, there's a lot of people that still haven't heard it. And Decentraland is kind of like it seems like a good place for me to kind of bring that out, so that.
Yeah, definitely. Decentraland is a good platform to show off your work. I have to say, like everything that you had mentioned, like that you wanted to hit, like every point was kind of dead on, at least when I listened to it. Um,
Cool, cool,
um,
cool.
one. Let's talk about "Stack It Up." That was definitely one of my favorite songs in the album. I have to ask you, how did you manifest that gem?
I did make the beat. I remember making a beat for that, but I did like it a lot, because the beat, I always wanted to, like in my head, I had like some type of, like I wanted to make like a melody that was kind of spacey, cybery. I don't really know how to explain it, but I do like the melodies I like to use are kind of like melodies if you listen to like a lot of like older Dead Mouse music. And I wanted like something that was not too dark, but just more so just kind of trippy. But as for the lyrics, that was honestly me up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, drinking wine, drinking like vodka sometimes, and just a lot, because I don't really write a lot. Well, I'll freestyle first and then go back, and because I more so care about the flow and the rhythm, but I don't want to just say anything, so I'll kind of just freestyle and then go in and just write the lyrics to it as I go. But I did like the lyrics because not just the chorus, but I wasn't just trying to bring. I guess like some of it is like, I guess you can say like traditional rap music, or that traditional rap lyrics, and then some of it is kind of like poetic, I would say, or kind of just out there, I would say. But yeah, it was like the lyrics itself, kind of just. I feel like I'm the most creative, like between like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. I don't know why. I feel like I'm in like genius mode. So yeah, that's when I thought of the lyrics there. But did you have like specific questions about that song? Because I am thinking about making more. variations of that song, even making like a maybe a deep house, or not me making it, but maybe having like someone remix it into like a deep house song or house song with the melody, because I do
That
think
would
it's
be
gonna
sick.
be, yeah. And
Sorry,
then
I was tweeting your YouTube so that I can pin it up at the top so that everyone can check out your music on YouTube.
no, cool, thank you.
Not necessarily. I didn't really have a specific question. Just wanted to give you your ups for, making that gem. And I would definitely like look forward to listening to an EDM version of it. Um, was that your first attempt at making a music video?
Yeah, I would say yeah, and that's a whole other. It didn't really go the way I wanted it to go, to be honest. But it was my first attempt. I did find like a director to do it, but it kind of just came with I should explain it. Like I honestly, like, I know there's girl in there twerking and stuff, things like that. I didn't want that to be the main point of the video. I just wanted that to be kind of just here and there. And me more so be the focus. It's just like when I was recording it, like I was trying myself to get like lots of footage, and then the director at the time was telling me, "Oh, this is good," and then the next day he'll be like, "Oh, okay, the footage came out bad." Just, I don't know, something. So that was kind of like at that time that was like another kind of similar with the studio. Just I'll end up just throwing money as a director, but nothing really good came out. So I did, with what I had, like I did just get the footage from him, and I actually went to someone on Fiverr to like do the editing and things like that. And to me, it did lots of justice with the editing. Um, but I wanted to put out more videos, but I don't know, I was still kind of new to that as well, because I don't know, like there's directors out there, and then some of them don't really edit; they just record, and then some of them don't really put anything like a storyline, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with having my own idea, but it was just, to me, it's just more of like a big learning process. But a lot of people do like the video, so maybe I'm just overthinking.
The video was definitely for a first try. It was a very good first try. And my question to you with the whole director situation at first, did you learn anything?
Well, I know for me, like if you're asking, like, I guess how to be in a video, I did learn bit more about that, because I did do a second video. Not really me, but it was a song I produced for someone I rap, and I was featured on the song, and I thought I more so appeared a bit better in that video. But learning in regards to the director, it's just, you gotta, like, if you're gonna work with people, I do, like anyone here listening, if you're gonna work with someone, I know there's people that you can find them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and you can easily pay them to do work. But I'll also recommend talking to people first, trying to build a relationship, try to make sure they actually like your music, or they're not just doing it just to get paid, like they can see your vision. Just little things like that, I feel, can make a big difference.
Then I feel that then to your comment about, wasting your money, I feel like if you learned something,
Yeah.
you can chalk it down to the cost of education. Same
Oh
with
yeah.
like the producer. I would be
Oh
fair
no, I
to say.
totally agree. It's just if I was around more people that were doing that, that could have maybe told me, "Oh, you're doing this wrong," or "This is you shouldn't do it this way." I feel like that could have been better. But yeah, you're right too. At the end of the day, as long as you learn something, that's value right there.
Exactly. So let's jump on over to JdaFlame.com. I see that you have a couple beats up for sale, and I noticed that they were priced in USD. Like, do you ever see in the future, perhaps even accepting crypto for your work?
Yeah, definitely. And I'm also, these reviews I just put up. Um, I have because I'm sitting on a hard drive of just beats, music. I was actually, apart from like album music, things like that. I mean, maybe not. I will, I'm of course down to accept crypto for beats, but I was also just because a lot of people just simply like listening to beats. Even myself, I was also just maybe thinking about, not necessarily thinking about, but I'm actually going to do this soon, is just start putting up beats as like this NFTs, and instead of just having like a beat tape, instead of just maybe I don't have to necessarily sell them, but I do want to put out like these beat tapes, um, and just put them out there. It's not like just a collection that way as well. But yeah, I mean, NFTs for beats is super cool too. I had talked to someone named Sam about actually making my website capable. I'm actually in the process of switching all this anyway. I'm going from probably from because I made the website with Wix, probably going to Shopify, so that I can sell the NFTs directly on JdaFlame.com. Because I'm basically slowly but surely turning it into like a one-stop shop for me in regards to music, merchandise, NFTs, and once I start streaming a bit more, streaming like music production, that as well. Because I honestly just won't, you go to JdaFlame.com and then everything's right there.
Yep. That definitely is the direction that you're going in. It seems to me that it's going to be the one-stop shop for you, and very, very good idea. Um, and whenever getting into the NFT space, like there's just so much that you could do at this point. I know that, for example, I interviewed a DJ that went by and producer that went by the name of Schlippen a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and one of the things that he was doing was kind of he he had these passes that would allow you to purchase a beat from him, but like it would be like a custom beat, something that you would make for the individual, like based on whatever data they gave you. Would that ever be like kind of like a route that you would consider taking?
Sure. Yeah. I just know that there's like one thing I need to, because I'm honestly just learning. When I do join in spaces, I'm learning from a lot of artists and things like that. But one thing, and I'm not sure if anyone here can answer that, but because I know with beats and stuff, when you like, if you're selling an artist a beat, you have like the royalty split, and I know you can set things like that up through your distribution platforms. So like, the producer gets a cut 50%, rapper gets 50%, just depending on how it's set up. And then there's like the legalities of ASCAP or BMI, which are like music services that track like where your music's played and things like that. But in regards to producing someone, having someone, buy it through the NFT, I guess you'll have to somewhat combine that stuff, or you'll have to set up the legalities behind the NFT aspect of it, and then the copyright aspect as well. Well, I don't really know too much about that, but it is something that I would definitely consider though, if there
Let me
are artists. Oh yeah, sorry.
let me see the platform that Schlippen was using real quick. Let me Schlippen. I hate not being logged in to my Twitter. Why aren't I logged in on my laptop? As while I look for this platform, I welcome everyone that has come into the space. Welcome Meta DJ, hello Cheddar, hey M, Madamus, Alicio, good to see everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm so sorry for the background noise. And let's see, did my page ever come up? No. I'm just failing today all around. Did Jay, by any chance, did you catch any shows on for the music festival?
No, I didn't. The shows I did go on, and when it wasn't really a show, there's just someone DJing, and like I said, I don't know the name of the, like if I look under the Decentraland map, I know where it's at, but I haven't really much really. It's more so I just like I've been going on YouTube and just watching this stuff and kind of just being like cool, just like when I had extra time. But shows, you know, I haven't been. I kind of live under a rock too, or also just learning about a lot of this stuff. So it is definitely something I'm gonna start just participating in more.
Yeah, I mean the music festival did have a whole bunch of DJs just playing at all hours. I thought it was freaking great. I personally had a great time at the festival. Lot of good performers. The Central Land team did do a good job. So from what I'm seeing here is Schlippen rug pulled me and took away his link tree from me. So now I have to find it a different way. Oh, okay, here it is. It's called Volt.com or Volt.fam. I guess it's maybe something to check out. Here, I'll send you the link, or at least a link towards Schlippen's Volt, so you can kind of check it out. Might be something to consider for yourself.
Okay.
So let's see. I would like to open the floor for anyone in the crowd that would like to ask JdaFlame any questions. If not, perhaps maybe we could even start to wind down a bit. It's been a great space. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And there we go. Finally, been able to. There you go, Jay. I just sent you his Volt app. So, when's the earliest you would like to try to set up for the Central Land performance? I'll definitely sit down with you and help you set up. Not too sure about the auto tunes though. Maybe someone in the crowd could help with the auto tunes portion.
Probably like mid-January, late January.
Mid-January? Well, just hit me up. You know how to find me.
Yeah, there's a basically I'm trying to get this set up similar to, I guess like the most common person that does it is Travis Scott. There's a local rapper named Pusha Preem that he performs with autotune as well, and it's just autotune software, so it's just a matter of whatever I'm using it with just to connect it there. I use Ableton to produce music, Ableton Live, so there may be a way I may have to have that connected with OBS or some type of mixing software. But yeah, I can definitely look into it. I'm sure it's more straightforward than I think. But worst case scenario, I don't need it.
I probably can think of someone that uses autotunes that might be able to help you. And I would like to welcome Meta DJ to the speaker panel. How are you, man?
Good, Sin. I'll be real quick. Thank you for the opportunity to come up here and say hi to everyone. I recognize a lot of friends here. Jada, is that how you say it?
JdaFlame, yes.
JdaFlame, nice to meet you, man. I've loved hearing what you work on and what you do. I'm not here to talk about me, besides just introduce myself as a DJ in the space. I've been doing it over a year in the metaverse, more been public for the past couple of weeks. So I'd love to chat with you, man, and share with you my experience. Maybe that'll inspire some things. We did have, I'm not sure who here was there, but we did have a pop-up collab with Art in the Buffalo Saloon yesterday, where I was DJing through my mic and Art was scratching on top of it. So it just shows you the potential of the metaverse, man. So I'm going to shoot you a DM just because I'm curious about you. Not that you need any insight from me, but would love to show you what I have.
I can take all the insight in the world from everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you though.
Much love, much love. Yeah, I don't know how to auto tune. I'm learning how to do Ableton myself because making beats is what it's about. So I'm here to just support you and what you do, and support Sin and spread the love to everybody here. Great space. Thank you. I rest the mic.
Oh, nice to meet you. Take care. Thanks for everyone here willing to learn about JdaFlame. I do appreciate that as well, and for having me here. And that kind of that did kind of just remind me, there's even places where I can perform, just making beats live. I know there's Twitch for that, but I mean, if there are people out here that are down to hear things like that, just just making beats live, and then because anyone here that is familiar with Ableton, it's not just a beat making program. A lot of DJs, producers, even some bands use Ableton as like a means for live performance. And then when I say bands, I did used to be like a stagehand. I did see, I think there's a group, I think it's called like M something, like 8 or something like that. I don't know. They made a really big electronic song, but I do remember just being on the stage and I saw Ableton on a laptop. I was like, that's super cool. They use Ableton too.
Yeah, most definitely. As you just drop into the Decentraland, you never know who you'll meet. Like whenever I'm thinking auto tunes, I'm thinking of my friend Marcos. If you pop into the Decentraland, join a party, you'll maybe see him pop in. And also, I think Stony Eye might be someone to ask about that. So possibility. And he's a very good friend of mine. He and I are actually we're trying to get something together, kind of related to the topic that you had just mentioned, making beats. So,
cool.
So yeah, maybe it could be something that you both can work on together. I know he's very, very open to
I'm
just
done to work with people as well. Just wanted to mention, I do have a song coming out on November 29th called Blessed Up. So the cover's on my, I guess, kind of pinned on my profile. So yeah, that's being released because I'm finally getting the ball rolling to release music. I got another song coming out December 30th. Haven't really promoted or talked about it, but it's called Infinity. So I may just do like a little, as like my first NFT release, I may do like a little drop for that of that song, and maybe include like the instrumental acapella for people as well. Just still doing research, planning that out, but yeah, just wanted to let y'all know about that because I know Flying Like a Dove, it's like a year or 2 years old, and I made so much music since then, just sitting on the hard drive, that I'm just kind of, I don't want to say I have a different mentality now, but of course, like music changes, the sound changes, trends changes, and I want to show people, more of what's been going on now. But yeah.
So yeah, I was looking through your social media, and then I did find the song "Blessed Up." But then when I went to your YouTube, it wasn't there. I'm pretty excited. You said November 29th?
Yeah.
Nice. I will definitely keep an eye out for that. Very, very excited to listen. I would like to welcome up Alicio. How are you?
Doing well, Sinful. Thanks for having me up. Hey, JdaFlame, good to hear that you're coming to Decentraland. I just wanted to say that when you were talking about copywriting stuff for an NFT, you can copyright melodies and lyrics, but generally beats, if you're just talking about drum beats, those aren't generally copyrighted. I guess there are a few cases where that would be applicable, but for the most part, it's
yeah. Because if I'm like say I sell a beat to somebody, well, I guess if it's just NFT, because I guess there's two routes. There's either selling NFT beats to a rapper so they can use it for themselves and rap over it, and then have like that royalty split that you'll traditionally see with the producer and the rapper, or however you guys do it. Or if it's just simply like a beat tape itself.
Mhm.
Just sending out the beats just for whatever reason, just more so for people to listen to. But some people might rap over those too.
Mhm.
I mean, I might not. I guess at that point, then will copyright come into play, and that's if I even care about that, I guess, as well.
I mean, it's for the most part they try to keep things like harmony and specific. If you're just talking drum patterns,
Well, not drum pattern, but just like drums and melody.
yeah,
Like something that someone can like sing or rap over.
Yeah, as long as you have if you have a melody involved with it, then it would be more under copyright than beats and just harmony stuff, because which is a good thing, because then if a piece had like a standard drum beat like 4 on the floor or whatever, then that would only be able to be used for one song, and these are like standard that.
Yeah, if it's like something super generic.
Yeah, and even
like,
even if it is super original, it's they try to keep that open so that collaboration can happen, because there's only how many patterns could there be, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get what you mean by that. I guess because the beat tape is just more so just like, here's JdaFlame beats.
Yeah,
enjoy.
Yeah, but
and then call it a day.
If you work it out with whoever you're giving selling those beats to or collaborating with to have a royalty, then as long as you agree to it, then there's no reason it couldn't be done.
Case by case basis, I see.
Yeah. All right, thanks. Good to meet you. I hope to hear more of your stuff.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for the information as well.
Sure.
So on that note, I think it might be a good time to start winding down the room. Thank you everyone for coming, being here, and enjoying another week or another Sunday morning with us, or Sunday afternoon, or night, wherever in the world you are. Actually, that's one thing, JdaFlame, that the metaverse is international, so we have people from all over here.
Oh yeah, that's what I like. That's why it's so cool to me. Thanks everyone as well for tuning in, and thanks for having me here. I appreciate everyone here.
I have to tell you that also, like, at least as far as in the Web3 space goes, like, it's okay to just do it. Like, just like if you have an idea and you want to push towards it and you're very passionate about, just start. And because in this space, kind of like, not everything is set in stone, and there's no one to kind of like look up to and be like, I want to do it just like he did. We're the ones creating that path for others to kind of
not for sure.
do it like we are.
I'm inspired by a lot of people too. I'm inspired by like all of this, like people that are performing, releasing music, producing collabs, even just helping out people that are making music. Like I appreciate that, and I'm inspired by that as well, because I'm still learning a lot. I would say this is still all super new to me. Like, I've not been reading about this. I'm in the Decentraland right now. It's kind of just hanging out. But yeah, it is something I'm stoked about learning about, getting more in depth.
Most definitely. Here, some fun coordinates for you. That there's always parties here. -100, -100. Just type that. Type -100, comma -100 in the chat, and then you'll see like blue letters or blue numbers. Click on that, and it'll take you to Dollhouse. That's one of the party spots. Operated and created by Tank Poco, and I mean also operated by the Baby Dolls. Canessa down there is a baby doll, and I think Bubblegum may be in the room somewhere, maybe not, but she's also a baby doll. You'll see them around.
For sure.
Let's see. Interested in any kind of like exploring any play to earn games or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually am.
So, as far as play to earn goes, Wonder Zone is a good spot, but more of like a social space. You'll kind of meet more people there, because that was like one of the older games that came in, or newer. Yeah, one of the games that came in early. and people just go there, slap rocks, and bullshit, basically. There's games like Dice Masters, which is kind of like a Decentraland RuneScape type of thing that they have going there. You can harvest, like you can chop wood or kill chickens and fight and do all that stuff. There's also like
I was gonna say I learned a lot about life in RuneScape.
so that might even be a place to check out. There's also a similar game called Exodus that kind of does have that RuneScape vibe as well.
For sure. I'm gonna ask you a lot about that as well.
Let's see. Well, Wilderness is another one. And can't forget about Vroomway. Vroomway, if you kind of like to getting into car games, race around. Dr. Drip, if you see him in the speaker panel, he's one of the community managers there. He is always like available to race if you're ever looking for a buddy.
For sure.
Sorry for speaking for you, Dr. Drip. I don't know if this information's accurate, but you seem to be around the race. Or so I've heard. And let's see, what else? True Band Room is a location for a music venue. That might also be a cool place to check out.
I wasn't like some club.
It's
everybody was lit too. It's crazy.
Did it have kind of like a door on the, like, let's say you were on the second door on the second
or something?
Oh, you were on a roof in a pool.
I think. Hold on.
You're describing Dollhouse at this moment, the place I took you. Or
let's see. I forgot the name, but I do remember it was like super cool, like cyber vibes. It was like everything was kind of it looked like a club, and I guess the setting was like kind of like it was like black and the neon stuff.
Okay,
so kind of weird describing it.
That might be true, actually. Yeah, now that I think about it, there's like a hot tub on the second floor, but that's if you're VIP. I don't know.
Tunnel. There was like a small like hallway. I was like, how do I get? Where's everyone at? How do I get upstairs? It was like 2-3 floors, something like that. Yeah, True X Energy.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Then you're describing the antenna whenever you teleport it all the way up. Yeah. True is a very active venue, and actually one of the places that I was going to bum rush Shelly's DMs for possibly getting you to perform there.
For sure. Well, no, that's super cool, dude. I'm down.
Rest in peace to Shelly's DMs. I'm gonna annoy her.
I think I actually I spoke to her.
So you're already ahead of me.
That too. Yeah, I think I have her on Discord as well. Because I went into the Decentraland Discord and was like, how do I all perform? And then someone told me to reach out to Shelly. So I guess I have that set up soon too. But primarily right now is the computer setup that I just want to have that perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want to get that down, so that goes through, like, just so everything's smooth there.
That definitely would be a good start. All right, my friend. Thank you for being here today. Any final thoughts before we close down the space?
For me,
yes, sir.
No final thoughts, but I do appreciate you for having me here, and thanks for everyone that chimed in with some information as well.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you, Alicio and Meta DJ, for coming up and speaking. Really means a lot. Thank you, and to you, JdaFlame. I'm looking forward to you, like seeing you perform on Decentraland, and even more, just pop into some parties and say hello. Definitely, people Like if you hang out, people start to notice and want to check out your music. You never know.
Oh yeah, exactly. Thanks as well. Thanks for the motivation, inspiration, everybody.
Thank you, JdaFlame, and thank you everyone for being here. Much love and oh, yeah, much love. Thank you everyone. Take care.
Everyone have a good day. Stay blessed. Stay lit. See ya.
Stay lit. Yes, I agree. I'm gonna go get lit. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm gonna close down stream. Going to raid the next streamer, whoever they may be. Let's see who's on. Thank you everyone for attending Sunday Coffee.